Hey, what's up you guys? So, you're probably wondering why the camera's aimed at a playmat, and that's because I'm going to be giving a deck profile today of a deck that my friend Calvin, shoutouts to him, graciously donated to me. I didn't ask him to make it, but he made me an X-Saber deck. He saw me playing with it in DN and thought that he would make it for me in real life, so he did. So I'm going to give a deck profile of it. Again, shoutouts to Calvin, thanks for that. I've been playing this deck for a while, I really enjoy it. It's an older deck, but it's still competitive, so let's hop in. So we've got triple Dark Soul, just the heart and soul of the deck. At the end phase, if it was sent to the grave, destroyed by battle, or just synchroed with anything from the field, then you get to search an X-Saber from your deck to your hand. It's great, it sets up your plays, it thins your deck, it's just a great card. You want to synchro with it so you can keep, at a plus, and it doesn't mind being destroyed by like Dark Hole and stuff, so it's great. The next card, these are nearly in order. We've got triple Emmer's Blade. That was messy. Triple Emmer's Blade. I like triple Emmer's Blade. I don't like running 2. I think that 3 is necessary. It's a great deck thinner. It lets you survive battles. It sets up. And it's a floater that you can actually attack with, unlike Dark Souls, so that's really helpful. Next we've got triple Fall Troll, if I can find the third one. Here you are. Fall Troll is basically your exploding tool. You summon it when you have 2 sabers, and you can summon a saber from your graveyard once per turn. It's great if your opponent lets it sit on the field, then it's going to be free pluses for you, and that's definitely something that they don't want. So triple Fall Troll, I don't like double. I think it's the best card ever, so you should run 3 so you always have it when you need it. Triple Bogart Knight. Some people like to run 2 of this. This is kind of the necessary evil in Sabers. It's not something that I really want to run, but you have to because it sets up Fall Troll so easily because you normal summon it and it special summon something else. It can only go into Saber synchros, so that's kind of the downside to it. But it is still level 4, so you can get to Gotems and you can get to Soza and you can get to Yunlei, so it's good for that. 1900 is not bad too. Then we've got Ragigura. Some people like to run 2 of this because it's such a great card. The card's amazing, but I still don't feel like you need to have 2 because I think that can be dead. But when it's summoned, you get a saber back from your graveyard. Usually you're going to aim for Fall Troll, sometimes Bogart Knight, but usually you're going to aim for Fall Troll, and then that lets you do the Gotems loop and just keep advantage in your hand. It's great. And you can like search it with Dark Soul, or you can get it like with Emmer's Blade. After they've attacked a bunch of Emmer's Blades, get this and get it back in Emmer's Blade, and you can stall for longer, things like that. Now for some of the tuners, we've got double Pashul. Pashul is the level 2 tuner. It stalls. Don't be afraid to take burn damage, or at least I'm not. I don't like taking it, but I'll take 1,000 or 2, if it means setting up a good play. And you can get it with Reinforced Truth, that's why I don't run 3. I run double Full Helm Knight and a single Air Bellum. Normally you should run 3 Full Helm. I would suggest running 3 Full Helm. But if you are like me, then you tested out Air Bellum, and Air Bellum is cool because it can randomly discard cards, but Full Helm's got great effects. When it destroys a monster by battle, you can still summon a Saber, a defense position monster, but it can be a token or something like that, and it can stall from attacks, which is helpful too. Then I've got double Maxi, double Valor. These are just hand traps that you unfortunately have to run these days to survive against the meta, so whatever, that's all the monsters. For the spells, starting from the back, we've got double Pot of Duality. It's just there to search your stuff out, and that's all you really need it for. I don't think 3 is necessary. A single Tinky, not 2. Bogart's not as important to me as some people like to think, but 2,000 Bogart is good. So I only run 1 Tinky, Book of Moon, and double Econ. These all get stuff in defense, so Full Helm can run over it, but more importantly, this cuts off plays, and this can cut off plays and make plays for you. You can like tribute off a Dark Soul or something and take them by surprise. Double MST, I run Trapstone, so I didn't think I needed 3 MSTs, and Dark Hole because it's the only power spell we've got left. For the traps, we have triple Gotem's Call. This gets 2 sabers from your grave for free as long as you have a saber. And that's handy because it can be a win more card. You can kind of win the game out of nowhere by pushing for extra damage. And it can turn the tide back in your favor, sets up plays, just a great card. Double trap stun. I tend to alternate between 3 trap stun, 2 Gotham's Call, and 2 trap stun, 3 Gotham's Call. The trap stun's great, secures your plays. It's amazing with Hyunlei because Hyunlei can pop cards, and then trap stun just stops them from like doing anything about it. No Starlight Road, not even chaining Bottomless. It's great. And a single Reinforced Truth. This gets out your Paschal from your deck, which is extremely handy. When they MST it, it's even better, but when they don't, you can always use it in the end phase to get it and set up plays. Double Mirror Force, because it's really the only defensive trap I run. I feel like it's all I need because the deck is defensive in nature as it is. Paschal, Emir's Blade, and Dark Soul can help you survive everything, and this is when they get too greedy, they can still be punished for it. And the last trap is Compulsory Evacuation Device. It gets rid of pesky Xyz and Synchros, and you can also bounce Fall Troll when they use Effect Veiler, so helpful. That's all the traps for the extra deck. We've got an Armory Arm, Ragigura, and Full Helm or Arabella makes this. It can get you over things like Star Eater and even Obelisk if you put it on like Gotham, so it's good. Naturia Beast, you're running an Earth deck, so Naturia Beast is helpful to have. You can shut down Spellbooks, Samurai, Heroes, some of the other things that use a lot of spells. Catastrophe is the other level 5. It's just an out. That's really about it. And the level 5 that I'm missing, we're going to pretend it's here, is Armades. Calvin didn't get me an Armades. He has one. He just usually lets me borrow it. Armades is a good bait card early game. I like it because if you go into it with, say, like Dark Soul and something, and it doesn't get bottomless, then you can swing freely, and it's great against like Black Wings and Light Sworn, things like that. Level 6 is Hyunlei. I don't run 2 because I don't have the space, but when you drop Hyunlei and pop 3 back row, it feels so good, especially when it's things like Mirror Force, D-Prison, or a Bluff set, and you just get so much advantage off it. It's great. Barkion's the other Naturia Synchro. Sometimes you want to go into it because it's stronger and it can secure like future plays, whereas this just destroys stuff. But if you have Bogart, you have to go into that. And Psyhemoth. Another great card to newer level 6. As long as you run over something, it's made its plus, so then they have to expend resources to swing over it and then banish it if they don't have like Dark Hole. Level 7s, we've got Souza, really just because you have Bogart Knight, and Bogart Full Helm makes this, but the Catastrophe effect can be helpful, and 25 is okay. We've got Black Rose. You don't go into it often. Really the only feasible combination to getting into this is like Full Helm, Dark Soul, Ragigura, but you never know when you'll need to blow field anyway, so it's good to have. Level 8s, Stardust, Protection, Scrap Dragon, pop stuff, you can pop Dark Souls. Colossal, you run enough warriors to where this can get over things like Star Eater when you need it to, so that's helpful. And MVP Crimson Blader for shutting down dragons, monarchs, agents, Dark World, all those kinds of decks. Crimson Blader puts in so much work. Gotham's only run 1 because of space, but I have the Gotham's Loop is still alive thing, and Mistworm because it gets rid of like those crazy invincible fields. It's like Big Eye Dragosack Stardust or something, and you can just use Mistworm to get over it. It can cause some really early OTKs. That's the extra deck. Armades. Yeah, that's the extra deck. So that's the deck. I try to move pretty quickly because if I don't, I end up wasting a lot of time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. This is just my take on Sabers. I play it a little more slow rolly and defensive. I feel like that's its play style, but you can play it aggressively too. It's just a fun retro deck that I think is really underrated, overlooked, and it can stand its own against dragons and stuff like that. So definitely something that you should try out if you're looking for a fun deck to play. It's not expensive either. And the Gotham's Loop is great. If they max see you, then you win if they don't have Veiler. Anyways, that concludes the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave me suggestions, comments, feedback. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, the social network circle. And before I end this video, I would also like to speak to anybody, well, not personally, but if you live in the Arklatex, Shreveport, Louisiana area, like Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. We're having a video game tournament. It's a fighting game tournament called the Southern Game Clash. My friend is hosting it, and I'm just kind of helping him promote it a bit. We're gonna have Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Super Street Fighter 4, and Injustice Gods Among Us. And we're gonna be streaming it on Twitch. For all the information, it's all down in the description, so check that out. It's gonna be cool. I'm hoping a lot of people show up. It's our first time, and we want to get it to be like a regular thing. So if you're in the area and you're interested in those games, then be sure to show up. I think they're also doing card game tournaments too for prizes. So anyways, it's all in the description. So that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and sorry for not posting too many videos this week, but I hope this suffices. Again, if you got any questions or remarks about this deck, let me know in the comments. I could have explained more, but I was in a rush. Anyways, that's all for the video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.